Hi, I'm Alex, and welcome to Super Make Something, the show where I make something cool and show you how to make it too. Today, we'll be making Halftone Selfie t-shirts with the Rasterbator. And your face! Let's get started. Before we get started, a brief explanation of halftoning. Halftoning is an image processing technique that decomposes a picture into a series of discrete dots. Up close, the dots do not form anything coherent. From a sufficient distance, however, the dots are blended together by your eye to form a smooth image. Halftoning is commonly used today to print photographs in magazines and newspapers. Here's what you'll need for this project. A cotton t-shirt, a camera, an electronic cutter, vinyl heat transfer material, a laptop with internet access, image processing software, a vector editing program like Inkscape, link in the description below, and the software that came with your electronic cutter, an ironing board and iron, a thin piece of cloth, and a ruler and X-Acto knife. When taking your selfie, it's best to use a blank backdrop because this will make it easier to edit the shadow out of the image in the next step. Once you have a picture that you like, send the image to your computer. Open the photo in an image editor like Photoshop. The first thing to do is crop the photo, making it square. Resize the image to your liking, making sure that your face is centered, and use the quick selection tool to isolate yourself from the background. The selection doesn't have to be exact, but you want to make sure that there are no odd shapes jutting out of the selection. Next, invert the selection to select the background and delete it. Then, using the selection tool, draw a circle from the top left to bottom right corner of the image and create a new layer. The circle on this layer will be filled with the color to frame your face on the shirt. The color of the circle is not important, but the darker color you select, the harder it will be to clearly see your face on the shirt. Save the image as a JPEG and close the image editing program. Open your browser and head to rasterbator.net, a web-based image processing program typically used to make large, tiled prints on standard printers. Click on the Print Yourself option and drag the JPEG you just created into the browser window. Once the photo has finished uploading, an options screen will appear that will let you specify the number of sheets you would like to print across. Set the output size to 1 sheet and click Continue. The next page will allow you to select different styles with which to process your image. Select the rasterbation option to render your image using halftones and click Continue. On the next screen, leave the color setting as black and white and click Continue. The next page shows additional processing options for your halftone image, including circle alignment, marker style, and grid size. Changing the grid size allows you to change the resolution of your image, but be careful not to make the resolution too fine, as it will be more difficult to extract the design from the vinyl if the circles are very small. 7mm spacing seems to work well for vinyl heat transfer material. Once you are satisfied with your photo, click the Rasterbate one-page option and download the resulting PDF. Open the PDF in Inkscape via File, Import. To open the program in the software included with the electronic cutter, we need to save the picture as a bitmap image. After removing any unwanted elements from the picture, like the cut lines included by the Rasterbator, save the picture by going to File, Export Bitmap, and clicking Export. Time to load the heat transfer material into the electronic cutter. The material has a matte side and a shiny side. You will be ironing the design through the plastic, so place the material into the cutter with the shiny side down and feed the material into the printer. Start the software that came with your electronic cutter and import the bitmap you just created into a new project. Next, resize the image depending on how large you would like your face to appear on your shirt. You now need to use the program's auto trace feature to trace the circle outlines, which will be cut by your electronic cutter. Play around with the tracing options until all of the circles are highlighted and click on the trace button. The result should be a new image containing the outlines of your circles. The last thing to do is to mirror the image horizontally, as it will be reversed when it is ironed onto the shirt. Send the file to the printer and watch it work its magic. The cutter should now be cutting out your design. The time it takes to cut depends on the complexity of your image. The cutter is essentially a small CNC or computer numerical control machine. Industrial CNC machines are used to automatically cut things from materials like wood, aluminum, and steel. Unlike its larger cousins, which have a spinning cutting tool or end mill that moves through the raw material being cut, this electronic cutter has a small knife that moves up, down, forward, backward, left, and right to cut the shapes you specified into the vinyl. After the machine is done cutting, unload the material and carefully trim any uncut material with a ruler and X-Acto knife. If you're the kind of person that loves pulling the protective film off of new electronics, this next part is for you. Pick out a corner of the heat transfer material to separate the vinyl from the clear plastic backing. Once you've got it started, pull on the vinyl while holding down the plastic backing with your other hand. The vinyl not used in your design should peel away, leaving only your half-toned face on the plastic backing. Time to iron on your design. Slide your shirt over your ironing board and briefly iron the shirt to preheat the material and remove any wrinkles. Your iron should be set on the cotton setting. Carefully place your design onto the shirt, ensuring that it is straight and centered, and place a thin cloth over it. Using medium pressure, iron over the design for 10 to 15 seconds. Remove the cloth and slowly peel off the plastic backing. If some dots remain on the plastic sheet, re-iron that portion of the design for an additional 10 seconds. Be careful not to leave the iron on the plastic for too long, as the plastic will melt to the vinyl. Once you've removed the plastic, place the cloth over the vinyl and re-iron the design to make sure that it has completely fused with your shirt. Congratulations! You are now the proud owner of a custom shirt with your face.
Well guys, that's pretty much it. You now have a versatile custom t-shirt that you can wear almost anywhere. Wear it to parties, out with your friends, to bed, to formal occasions, and anywhere else you can think of. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Super Make Something.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the like button and share it with your friends. Your support helps me make more videos. To keep up with the latest episodes, click the subscribe button below. You can also check out all of my other videos by clicking on the video to the right and follow me on Twitter at SuperMakeSMTHNG. See you next time. Now go Super Make Something.